Mohammad Azharuddin's lowest test score at the Eden Gardens is 52. Lovely shot. Delightful.
A classic example of the artistry of Azharuddin. Beautiful timing as he just pushed that one through the gap. It's Shane Warne bowling, and the Indian captain Mohammad Azharuddin is on strike.
One of the reasons why I feel we've seen such good cricket, particularly from the Indians, is because we've got good cricket wickets. This wicket over here at the Eden Gardens is by far the best I've seen for a long, long time. Not just for batting, but it's a very good pitch to bowl on. And Azharuddin straight away off the mark. Third ball of the first over of the third day. Lovely straight drive.
Now one slip, and then there's a bit of a gap to Shane Warne at about fourth slip, and then a fine gully. Mark Waugh in that position. Good shout from Kastrovic. He's asked the question again, and very excited about that one. He can't believe it's been turned down. It's a dangerous ploy. It's found the gap this time. Shane Warne's 100 comes up. They say you're not a batsman until you make a duck. Maybe you're not a bowler until you get none for 100.
It's given Azhar enough time. It's short. It's turned away just a little bit. And Azhar has found the gap to perfection. Look at the justice of it all. Azharuddin has just smashed him behind point for 4. Further misfortune. Went off pad, I think that did. No, it's been given us 4 runs. Scoring a century requires slightly different mindset. I really had to reach for that one. It was in the air. It will probably go all the way. It does. But very, very similar to his dismissal in Bangalore, in Madras rather.
Bowling.
Oh, that's a great shot. That's a shot that you want to travel to see. It doesn't quite fetch a boundary, but that was about as pretty as batting can ever get.
They're going to knock the stumps down. So good positive attitude by the Australians.
Oh, that's sweetly timed.
Well, this shot here brings up the 60th boundary in the innings. Azharuddin just rocks back. Greg Blewett not quick enough to bowl that length.
Sometimes it's been on the slower side. The ball hasn't quite come onto the bat. But for 2 consecutive test matches, the one against South Africa and this one over here, the one who's made the pitch has got it absolutely right.
Half century to Azharuddin. He brings it up his 20th half century in test match cricket with a classical on drive. It was a full toss, but he placed it to the boundary.
One more half century at the Eden to Mohammad Azharuddin.
And you don't hit him any better than that. That is a stunning shot from Azharuddin. No sound when the ball hit the bat. Such was the timing and the willow that he has. Beautiful shot to square leg.
The 2 Calcutta heroes, Mohammad Azharuddin and Saurav Ganguly, are in the middle. And in the commentary box, we've got Sunil Gavaskar and Jeff Thompson. Oh, that one turned sharply. Azhar, one of those rare occasions when he's not been sure of which way the ball was going to turn and bounce.
When you consider the score.
Can't stop that one. Very nicely played by Azharuddin. Timing again, not too much power. That's an invitation. The ball had hit me written all over it.
25,000 or so. And Azharuddin goes to his favourite spot. Over the boundary line and 6. He does like it perhaps a little bit squarer, but he stands with his feet anchored to the crease and just smashes the ball over the onside. And he goes again and doesn't get away with it. He got a bit anxious and a bit excited, and those eyes, those Hyderabad eyes, just lit up. Mohammad Azharuddin, 5 shy of his 20th Test century. Can he bring it up with a 6? That's where he'll go. And will it go over the top? Will it go for 6? The umpire stands. He waits. 100. The genuine applause of Mark Waugh. 100 to the Indian captain. Brought up in the area of the telestrator.
Well, the crowd go berserk. Azharuddin, the first man to get 100 in this match. Unbelievable stats. And unbelievable stats for him on this ground. 101 off 181 balls. 12 fours, 2 sixes, and the 6 brought up his 100. And it's taken 1.5 days for the Indians, although they've scored 500 odd runs, to finally get a man to get the century.
And he's got a long chase for Kasparovich. I don't think he'll get there. The ball is racing across this field, as distinct from Kasparovich. And another boundary. A great cut shot past the Indian full rifle at gully. There's a man at point on the fence. There's a man at third man, and he had spliced the 2.
Well, the Australian fielding really has not been up to the mark.
And he's played the cross-court forehand. And consecutive boundaries again to Azharuddin. He does have a touch of stand and deliver about him when he's going and when he's in full flight. And that's a lovely shot. Going across the practice pitches, make that 79 boundaries. 79 boundaries and 5 sixes.
599, just the single needed for the 600.
And Azharuddin stands, delivers, and another 6. 6 sixes and 81 boundaries. Would have been right if Mark Waugh was 7'12". 150 for the Indian captain.
Well, David, whenever he gets in the 90s or gets close to like the century and a half, he doesn't muck around getting him in singles. He plays and get him quick. And the crowd very appreciative. A great innings here from Azharuddin.
Is 400 going to be the number at which Mohammad Azharuddin will decide is that enough? If he can do this in this over, he'll leave himself 18 overs to bowl at the Australians today. If the Indians hurry, then they might even be able to bowl more than those 15 overs. The lead is 400, and I think they have decided that the declaration is here. It's 633 for 5 declared. I'll leave you with Sunny Gavaskar. What an innings this man has played. The Indian captain acknowledging the applause from the crowd. This is a ground he will always remember. 5 centuries and 2 innings of over 50.